So the best way to know if a console is good or not is in the long term. How is its performance from 2 years on from when you first bought it? Now the Xbox Series X, it is the console that I want to talk about because it is a console that has honestly just been super reliable. I have not had a problem with the Xbox Series X, and I'll break it down from performance reviews and an overall review today. So overall, in terms of long gameplay sessions, honestly, there's been no noise, no external noise. Comparing to other consoles, honestly, the Xbox Series X, it has barely any noise coming out of it. And that is incredible. If you want to have interactive gameplay with the console and just have a good experience overall, you want a console that has limited noise coming out of the fans, coming out of its engine, coming out of its, machine, whatever. And the Xbox Series X definitely delivers on that. Less noise than most other consoles. And it is super powerful because of its GPU, CPU capabilities. Honestly, I've not had a loading time error with it for the last 2 years. I've had reliability with it. The only problem that I've had is just regular updates, but you know what? Updates are not an issue because they're trying to just improve the console. They're always adding to the Game Pass. Yes, they'll hit and miss it, but as long as they're working on it, keep adding to it, then it's been fantastic. In terms of backwards compatibility as well, that is a major play why I'm still using the Xbox Series X to this day. It also features, 4K upgrades, FPS boosts with previous generation games. And overall, that is fantastic. It makes me want to play the Xbox Series X a bit more, and it makes me see the value in the console. It's also a very robust design, so some of my consoles I have dropped it, but thankfully because of the actual design of it just being a square box, it's barely dropped, it's barely scratched. There are a few marks at the top that have come off, but overall, because of its robust design, it's not gonna break easily. It is a really nice finish, a really nice matte black finish, and it's doing super well in terms of its long-term maintainability. Even the controller is barely been scratched. It comes with a black controller, so you barely see the dust marks, you barely see the scratch marks on it. Overall, that has been really positive with this console too. Overall, in the long run, zero issues as well in terms of just using the console over long periods of time. I have not had a single game crash. I haven't had any problems with any of the games that I've played. I've barely seen any glitches with the games. I've barely seen any color off-putting stuff, or it's been general all around really reliable as a console, and that to me also makes it a really great console to talk about today, because a long-term performance shows that this console is good. And I think that Microsoft, they do believe in their consoles, and they don't renew their consoles every single year because they believe in their products so well. They've done really good testing on them, and I think overall it has done a really good job overall in terms of just general gameplay, just being a good console, a good reliable console to play with as well. Also, the speed times for games have been incredible. I've noticed that Red Dead Redemption 2 loads quicker than on PlayStation. I've noticed other games just load a lot quicker than on Xbox as well. So in terms of the speed of loading up games, in terms of the quality of the graphics of the games as well, it is a super powerful machine. Obviously, it's made by Microsoft, which is owned by, they make PCs as well, so that is probably why it is a really reliable machine and really well done. Also, let's talk about overheating. It's really important because in Sydney, Australia, we're gonna get quite hot, especially in summer and stuff like that, but I've seen nothing come out of this machine. The internal fan system has been really well put together. The overall build quality of everything has been really well put together. There's no issues like any of the internal parts melting, people have talked about this with other consoles, how there's parts that can sort of melt over time if you sort of put it a different way or something like that. But overall, the Xbox Series X really reliable. Overall, it's going to be a very good review because it is a very reliable machine. The only thing is, because it's a matte black finish, you're obviously going to get the finger marks on it, so just make sure you have clean hands. And in terms of cleaning the actual machine, some people have said using an air duster, but try not to blow it inside the machine. They're saying that's quite easy to clean as well because of the design of it, like you can get in the parts really easily. I'm guessing because there's a locking mechanism there, you might be able to take this panel off and be able to clean it. But overall, they have really thought about the long term of the console, like longevity with the console as well. Even with the backwards compatibility, it shows they're thinking about the longevity of the console, even the Game Pass, regular updates to it, regular updates to games and that. They are definitely thinking about longevity of the console and thinking about it from years to come as well. And that's why I think that they don't need to make another version of the Xbox Series X. We've got the PS5 Pro coming. Do we need an Xbox Series X Pro console? Maybe, but do we need the 8K capabilities just yet? Do we need all this internal hardware upgraded? I don't know if we do. I think that it is perfect as it is. It's really useful, especially with the disc tray. Like, it's mad useful for backwards compatibility and everything, so really good console. The only improvements I could think of is the overall UI of the menus, but things that I would like is just customizable backgrounds, you know? Imagine an open marketplace of customizable dynamic backgrounds. I feel like that would be pretty cool, but the customizability is already there and pretty good. You know, you can select your own colors, you can customize your own home menu, you can add shortcuts to different games. So you can actually organize the menu how you like it with the UI. Also, like the quick resume features, the Game Pass features is pretty good, and it's cost effective too. So you can get all these games, day one editions of games as well, pretty much on a really good price for the Xbox Game Pass. Some things that have absolutely blown me away was Forza Motorsport this year as well. The internal performance of the Xbox Series X has not struggled with that game. And let me tell you, that game graphically is so up there. It's one of the best racing games I've genuinely ever played. I've been extremely impressed with Forza Motorsport. It's the best game they've probably put out in so long. And that game, just incredible. Graphically, it's amazing, and the Xbox Series X does not struggle with the game. And other games too that are over 100 gigabytes. The console just does not struggle with it. It is so capable to be able to do anything you want with it in terms of gameplay. So overall, an extremely good review on the Xbox Series X. If you guys have your own performance review on the Xbox Series X as well, any issues have come up, please let me know, because I've not had barely any issues with the console overall. So over and out. See you guys next time.